Alright, it's the day we've been waiting for. Today is March 29th. Tomorrow is the regular season opener of the Tennessee turkey season. So I'm out here this morning, on Friday morning, trying to just listen in and see if I can figure out where the birds have been roosting. I roosted one flock every day last week, and then they've disappeared this week. So, I don't know what's going on, but anyway, excited, ready for tomorrow morning. I'm going to hang out here this morning for probably 45 minutes or so and see if I can pinpoint where some of these turkeys are coming from, where they're roosting, and try to come up with a plan for tomorrow. And the plan is to document the entire turkey season. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a day-by-day series, kind of like I did with the deer season, or if I may just do a weekly review, or I haven't decided yet, but I do plan to document the whole thing on video, whether it be me, my son, my brother, my dad, another youth hunter that I've got that wants to go, or whoever. So I want to get all of it on video. Anyway. Alright, well, the day has come, almost. It's turkey season eve, and let's see what we can find. Good morning, everyone. So here we are, opening morning. My son's back over here behind me. He didn't want to be first up to shoot this morning. We're set up this morning. Sun has just got daylight out here. We got turkeys gobbling all around. The ones I saw go to roost yesterday evening are directly across this field over here gobbling. So let's see what we can do. Could be a good day. Turkeys are just on the other side. Out of that field over there, they're roosted up behind my neighbor's house over there on the other side of the property line. Well, that's a bummer. The bird I was calling to over across the property line was coming this way, and he was active, responding to my calls. And all of a sudden, just before he crossed the property line, kablow! There's not supposed to be anybody hunting over there. So, I dealt with this back in deer season, where the property on the other side of me, the guy there doesn't allow people to hunt on him or something. So I may go give him a visit today at lunch and just find out if they're allowing people to hunt on them. See what I can find out. That's frustrating, though. Going to have to regroup and figure out what we're going to do. Alright, so I talked it over with my son. We're hearing a lot of gobbles around us still. We're just going to hang out here. Even though that shot was really close over there. There's still a lot of gobbles all around us. Nothing extremely close by, but we know they use up here on a regular basis. So hang out here, see if we get any more to respond, and then have to come up with a new game plan. We've got several other spots here that we can go, but that definitely threw a wrench into our morning. I knew to stay away from the back side of the property because there's a guy that hunts over there. Took my son back to the house. He was kind of over it this morning. I think he was a little frustrated by that gunshot as well. Anyway, he didn't want to come down in the pines. It's straight downhill through the thicket, all the way to the lower end of the pines where this field is at that I'm going to. So he didn't have any interest in coming down here, so he went back to the house. I think he went to bed, actually. He was pretty tired. So I'll go down here and get set up. It's about 9 a.m. now, so let's see what happens. The gobbling is shut down now ever since those gunshots. I've actually heard 6 gunshots now this morning, so I don't know, we'll see. Hung around there for a while calling. It just got quiet. Came down to the bottom, down at the bottom of the hill. Most all the turkeys I was hearing were back on the other side. But that's someone else's property. I don't have permission to go over there. I just messaged somebody to ask about permission to go hunt in that vicinity in the coming weeks. But so I packed up all my stuff and headed down on my property, down to my lower field overlooking my uncle's pond over here. And it's just quiet. I mean, the activity that I had here this morning with all the gobbling and then all the gunshots that I've heard, I think I'm up to 6 gunshots that I've heard now so far. That's way more activity than most everyone else I've talked to has seen or heard. So they're definitely active around here. They're here. It's just going to have to get them pulled in. So stick around a little bit longer and see what happens. Otherwise, I may have a change of plans and do something totally different this afternoon. Alright, so it's 10 o'clock. I'm about to have to move. My legs and butt have fell asleep sitting here. I'm kind of on a little incline here, and I keep sliding down the hill, and I have to keep adjusting everything to stay in position. So I haven't heard anything since I set up down here an hour ago. I've been calling readily, I mean real steadily. Nothing. I'm looking across my field, looking across my uncle's field, and I can actually see part of my uncle's field across the road, which usually has turkeys in it all day long, and there's nothing down there but in the areas I can see. So I think I'm going to have a change of plans. I'm going I'm going to make my way back to my house, grab a little bit of breakfast. I think my stomach's kind of starting to protest the fact that I didn't eat breakfast this morning, and try to come up with a plan for this afternoon. I may go over to my dad's and go up in the woods, go up in the hardwoods, and see if I can stumble upon some feeding birds up there and maybe get lucky and call one in. I don't know. We'll see. Good morning so far. I mean, as far as the bird activity, good to come out and hear that many birds gobbling on the roost. Disappointing obviously with the fact that I had one coming in and it got taken care of. I'm assuming it was killed. I don't know, but hey, it's all part of it. That was across the property line. The only question is, I guess, has that neighbor now started allowing somebody to hunt there, or did somebody sneak in on them and shoot that bird? So I don't know. I've messaged with a neighbor behind me who has given me the temporary go-ahead to start hunting back over in one of their fields along the property line, or along my property line on that side. So we'll see what I can figure out for this afternoon. But active morning, good to be out here so far. It's opening day. I mean, what do you expect? So. Alright, so it's a little after 2 o'clock. Came back out after taking my son over to my parents' house for lunch, and I had some lunch and hung out there at the house for a while. Went to a couple neighbors, talked to them. I did go talk to the neighbor that the gunshot came from this morning, and they told me that no, they have not given anyone permission to hunt there this year. So I don't know. I did also ask permission from the neighbor on the other side of them to see if I could hunt over there. They don't have a lot of property over there, but I figure it's worth a shot. So anyway, back out here for a little while this afternoon. The wind has picked up. It is really hot. I did not expect it to be nearly this hot, but it's in the 70s here right now, and the wind has picked up. I'm here on the north side of the hill. The wind's coming out of the south, so I'm a little sheltered here. Turkeys have tore this area up in here. They're scratching all around, so I'm gonna hang out in here for a little while, do some calling, see if I can get something to come through. I'm not going to put in a lot of time this afternoon with this heat and the wind, and it's blowing some storms into the area. I'll probably call it quits a little early this afternoon. So, oh well, let's see. Maybe I'll get lucky. I don't know. Alright, well, this wind got a little bit out of control. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I had stuff falling down out of the trees all around me. So windy you couldn't hear anything. I tried some calling, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna call it a day and a weekend. Actually, tomorrow we've got a lot of things planned, so there'll be no hunting tomorrow. But hey, it's opening day. I don't know that I've ever killed a bird on opening day. It was interesting with all the activity this morning, but unfortunately no luck. So we'll call it a day, call it a weekend, go edit some videos and stuff, and then probably pick it up one day next week.